Hi everyone and welcome to Just Alice. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, it says why Alice Amelia Webster. So today we will be discussing how I came up with the name Alice Amelia Webster. As I mentioned in one of my earlier videos, obviously this is not my real name. But I wanted to create a persona that is kind of the kind of me that I would like to be, which is energetic, outgoing, friendly, when in reality I'm mostly closed off and don't really talk to many people. So I wanted to create something that was me, or at least the me that I want to be, and put that out there. So first off, let's start with the name in general, or at least the first name. I've always loved the name Alice. I've been into Alice in Wonderland. There's also Alice from the Twilight Saga, so I was pretty obsessed with that back in my younger teenage days. So I just really love the name Alice. Would I ever name my child that? No, I'm not that obsessed with the name. I have other names in my head. The name Alice Webster, actually, I used on my personal Facebook page years ago when I was just into keep switching my name based off of what I was feeling at that moment. I never exactly wanted to be me per se, because I felt like the me that I am is not the best me that I could be. So I just found that if I gave myself a new name, I could go ahead and be a whole new me, even though legally I have not changed my name at all. So I just wanted to be different, per se. Now, the name Alice Amelia is actually alliteration for my last name. My last name has 2 A's in it, and I decided that I wanted to keep part of that for when I would make up this whole name. I wanted something to be based off. I wanted the whole name to be based off of things that represent me in a way. So my last name, it has 2 A's in it. Alice Amelia, that's an A in the beginning and an A in the middle. And technically I have an A throughout my whole entire name, first, middle, and last. So that's something. But I like alliteration as well. So Alice Amelia. Yeah. Now, Webster, that was completely random. I had no plans with the whole Webster thing. And yes, we're even still talking about the Facebook. Now, Amelia wasn't part of the Facebook. It was just Alice Webster. But Alice Amelia Webster became a thing. But like I said, Webster was completely random. I was trying to think, what can I put with Alice? I didn't want to be Alice Cullen, because Alice Cullen is already a thing from the Twilight universe, and I had already came up with my own Cullen name years before, which ties into a Twilight fan fiction that I'm currently writing on Wattpad. So I was like, I can't be Alice Cullen, or at least I didn't want to be Alice Cullen. I love Alice Cullen, but I don't want to be her. I want to be my own person. So again, I was just thinking, I was playing around with some last names that I gotten from either other people's names that I've heard before, or last names that I've just heard in stories. And I somehow came across the name Webster. I don't remember exactly how I came across the last name Webster. I think I had to look up a word at the time, and I looked in Webster's dictionary. And I was like, Webster, sounds good. So I just put it together and got Alice Webster. And then, like I said, later on, when I was developing a whole new persona, it became Alice Amelia Webster. Moving on with my fascination over the name Alice. Obviously, there was something that came before the whole YouTube persona of Alice Amelia Webster. It was my own take on Alice in Wonderland. I started writing my own Alice in Wonderland story on Wattpad. I haven't done any updates to it. In fact, I might take it down for a little bit to go ahead and tweak it some, because I've reread through it and feel like there's some things that I could fix about it, some things that I don't exactly like about it. And I want to like just give it some more sustenance. It's not where I would want it to be. So the name of it, though, just to put it out there in case anybody's curious, I'm not taking it down anytime soon because I'm busy working on my other stories, but I will be taking it down eventually when I get a chance to go ahead and work on it. But the name of the story is Alice the Bad Girl. Basically, we have our heroine Alice, and basically she just is a little sassy thing just because she feels like if the world is already going to do me wrong, might as well go ahead and do wrong right back at them before they can get me. Eventually she will have a change of heart because that is in the story. Hi, fat boy. Eventually she will have a change of heart because that is in the story. And I just need to give it more sustenance. It's missing something. I wrote that during a time where I was taking a break from another story that I'm still currently writing. It just came to me and I was like, okay, well, let me just put this out there. I didn't actually give it too much thought, which for me is something that I just don't normally do. I usually give my stories a lot of thought when I go to write them. But this one I was just like, it's just stuff to put out there while I go ahead and get this other story together. So yeah, that's that. And then that story, it has its own inspiration. I got the inspiration for that story from a song titled Wonderland. I don't know who the original artist is, but I was just listening to the Nightcore version of the song. And the Nightcore version I absolutely love. I would play a clip, but I think that's copyright, so that's not going to get put in the video, unfortunately. But I will go ahead and find a link to the Wonderland Nightcore video that I personally watched, and we'll link it down below in the description. Now let's see, what else is there? I don't know exactly what inspired me from that song. It could be just because it says Wonderland in it. But something about that song, and I was also watching Alice in Wonderland, the Johnny Depp version, obviously. And I don't know, somehow those two melded in my mind to go ahead and like change it up and flip it basically and turn it on its head, I guess you can say, because I don't know. I just made her just seem I made my Alice very, very, I don't want to say aggressive because aggressive doesn't feel like quite the right word, but I guess aggressive is as close to the word I'm going to get to right now. I won't remember a better word until later, so oops. Now, the name of my Alice in the story is not the same name that I use for my YouTube channel. Her name is Alice Scott. So there's a difference. I didn't exactly name my character or name me per se after my character. My character has her own identity and I have my own. I'm not basing myself off a character that I wrote, which is probably for the best because yeah, she's something else. She's just very angry at the world. Or her world, I should say. Since her world and my world are two completely different worlds. Another thing I can say about the name Alice Amelia Webster, I took some time to think on this name actually. It wasn't like something that I just pulled out of my head and was like, oh yeah, let's work with it. Because there were other names that I used on on my personal Facebook page that I could have easily have gone with. But I was like, I wanted something that was 100% me. And I felt that Alice Webster was 100% me. It was the me I wanted to be. I keep saying that because sometimes I don't feel like I'm being me. Like, if somebody knows me in person, they'll just know whatever it is that I show them. Sometimes I'll let them get a glimpse of the real me. Other times I'll just keep it hidden because I feel like the real me is not what they want to see. And I guess that's a little bit disheartening and a little sad sounding, because it's like, oh, why do you have to hide yourself from the people who supposedly care about you or the people that you talk to? Because I'm not exactly happy with the real me. Or at least that's how my brain is putting it for me right now. Not exactly happy with the real me. I'm trying to be happy with the real me because the real me is it's the only me I'm going to get. I mean, if there's some changes I can make, then I'll make them. But other than that, I'm just kind of stuck with what I have to deal with. So I end up putting on this fake face. And it's like, I'm done with the fake face, basically. I can't do the fake face no more. The fake face is gone. I'd rather be more happy. I'd rather be more outgoing. I like to be able to say what's on my mind more, which I have started doing. I just gotta be a little more tactful with it, because I have a bad habit of making things sound worse than what I actually meant. Sorry, there are birds flying around outside, and I like the little birds. So yeah, Alice Webster gives me that outlet to go ahead and be exactly what I want to be. And that's about it. Thank you all for sitting through me talking about myself, basically, because Alice Amelia Webster is myself. And that's all y'all gonna get. That's all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And if y'all feel like it, y'all can go ahead and subscribe. Y'all know I don't normally say that, but once in a while I'll say it. If y'all feel like it, go ahead and subscribe, like up the video. And I will see y'all later. Bye.